Hello, guys, welcome back to the chaos of the everyday. My sister went to Thailand for the first time not being dull. She doesn't know of this group or its weird obsessions. So I probably laughed more than I should have when she sent me this. So here's a banana, earpods for scale F57, dull factor 7/10. Unsure if to feel sad and dull or ecstatic. The wife needed for new tires. Thoughts? Asterisk update time struggling to understand all of the negative comments about me getting part worn. And the safety aspects. They are all dated year 2022 with at least 6 millimeters of tread. A new tire typically has between 8 and 9 millimeters. No repairs and all good condition. All of the tires that you currently have installed on your cars are now part worn. Unless you had them fitted today. Unsure if to feel sad and dull or ecstatic. The wife needed for new tires. Thoughts? Asterisk update time struggling to understand all of the negative comments about me getting part worn. And the safety aspects. They are all dated year 2022 with at least 6 millimeters of tread. A new tire typically has between 8 and 9 millimeters. No repairs and all good condition. All of the tires that you currently have installed on your cars are now part worn. Unless you had them fitted today. At first glance, this may not appear dull, but hear me out. I used to collect stamps, but found that to be too thrilling because of all the colors. So I thought of a duller hobby, and this is what I settled on: rock collecting. Because what's more dull than staring at different shades of gray for hours? M25, size 9.5, but wear 10 for that extra 1/4 inch. P.S. This is my photo, I own the copyrights. It went viral, of course, you probably saw it posted somewhere else, you don't need to say it. In the comments. This was originally rejected for being too dull, so I'll do my best to hit the sweet spot this time. I give you the objectively superior method of draining a can of tuna. This is a technique I developed over years of rigorous training and has saved me dozens of seconds over my life. 1. Detach the lid, but try to keep it UNBENT. 2. Reinsert it and press down with a fork. 3. Drain into the sink and enjoy not having to eat wet fish parts. 28, Tasmania, size 10.5 ounce, doesn't even really like tuna that much. When I boil water in a pan, I fill it with very hot water from the tap. My wife puts cold water in and lets it boil that way. I'm convinced her way uses way more energy. It hasn't yet led to an argument, but I'm convinced I'm right. I need a dull gas or central heating expert to confirm my theory. 7. Following on from another post about dull hobbies, I'm also an astrophotographer, and I shoot with my second-hand telescope from my backyard. My wife wonders when I'll make any money out of my hobby and justify the amount of money I've spent on the hobby, but for me, it's just an opportunity to clear my mind and focus on something otherworldly. I reckon that there are quite a few astrophotographers in this group. Here are some of my shots of the moon, sun, Jupiter, and Saturn. First post here and wanted to share my dull hobby. I make historically accurate armor and shields for Sylvanian families. My favorite process so far is making European 4-in-1 chainmail. An incredibly long and dull process that I can quite happily spend all day doing. Pick of my Norman warriors, William and Rollo. You can follow their story on my Facebook page Knights of Sylvania, as well as my other characters 26.75 years old, size 6.